Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try. Let's fall in love.
Hey guys, how's it going? Jason here, and that is our recent promo video that we did for a local pizza restaurant in our area. So the brief was really simple, and that is to create a 30-second banger promo video for that restaurant. To achieve that, I told the owner of the restaurant that I need around 2 to 4 hours of shooting. The shoot has to occur during the quiet times of the restaurants, otherwise the chefs are just gonna be busy, there's gonna be a lot of customers in the restaurant, and I'm not gonna be able to get the shots that I want. So that was very important, telling the owners and the chef that hey, the shoot needs to occur during a quiet time, laying out all these requirements that you need for the shoot to the owner is so important because it really dictates the production quality of your shoot. Another thing that dictates the quality of your shoot is pre-production. For this particular video, I went on Instagram and went on a binge on watching all these amazing food videos and find the ones that could really inspire me for this shoot. The things I'm always looking out for is what style of music I want in my video and what are some awesome shots that I could really pull off to make my video look different from all the other food promo videos out there. From these reference video, I'm also able to create a shot list from them. So here's what it looks like. And what you can notice in the shot list is I've also created some sort of a schedule. This is very important because it creates structure within your shoot and also let the clients know what the shoot is gonna look like. So for my shoot today at the pizza restaurant, I'm doing the prep shots for the pizza first, and then I'm doing the cooking of the pastas, and finally we're doing the shooting of the final product shots. Let's talk about equipment. I'm using 2 cameras today, the A7S III and the A7 III. The reason why we're using 2 cameras today is because I'm gonna using one with my hands. The second one is gonna be doing a bird's eye shot, which I'm gonna set up using a C-stand. In terms of lenses, I'm using the 24 to 70mm Sony f2.8 lens, the Tamron 35 to 150mm f2 to 2.8, and also the super wide Tamron 17 to 28mm lens just for the bird's eye shots themselves. In terms of lighting, I'm mainly using a Landlight 300B on a light stand and also a Landlight pebble tube. Now let's move on to the shoot. As I mentioned earlier, the first part of the shoot is gonna involve the making of the pizzas. So the first setup involves me setting up a bird's eye shot, and that is done using a C-stand arm, and also a camera attachment arm. I'm not sure what it's called, but it allows you to attach the camera to the C-stand arm. And this allows you to pull off the bird's eye shot. So for this first setup, we did leave the bird's eye shot there. And I also got a camera in my hands, and for this camera I set the frame rate to 100 frames per second to get those really slow motion shots. So basically for this setup, I'm getting 2 angles at once, one on the bird's eye and one from the camera that I'm holding. In terms of lighting, the kitchen itself, it's really nice, but one of the first thing I asked the chef to do is to turn off the ceiling lights of the kitchen, because a lot of times they're super yellow, they're super ugly. So what you want is to turn off those ceiling lights and bring in your own lights. So what I did was I have the Landlight 300B shining from that side, and then I have the Landlight pebble tube shining in from this side. Once the lighting setup is complete, we are ready to shoot. One thing to note that if you're using your own light, it's easier to set your white balance as well. Because we asked the chef to turn off the ceiling lights and we're using our own light and setting it to daylight white balance, That means we're able to set our camera white balance to daylight itself. Now, the second setup is so that I can get some nice wide shots. This setup is super simple, that's why I only need the chef to make one pizza. So that involved me going up on a chair, using the really wide Tamron 17 to 28mm lens, and shooting down towards the subject, creating a very nice stationary shot. With this setup itself, because the shot is really wide, that means we can't place any lighting whatsoever because it's just gonna get in the shot. So I asked the chef to turn back on the lights and the shot still looks really good. Now the third setup is really interesting because we're utilizing the newer Magic Arm. So what this arm does is allows you to clamp onto an object and also attach your camera as well, creating a very nice POV shot. So for this shot, we decide to attach the Magic Arm to the rod that the chef normally takes the pizza with the rod and puts it into the oven. So we discovered this shot from the reference videos that we found, so we decided to try it out. Once we complete all three of those setups, we move on to the next scene of our shoot, which is the cooking of the pasta. So for this setup, I decided to utilize the bird's eye shot again. But for this bird's eye shot, I'm using a tighter lens so that it can focus more on the pasta itself, and it will cut out all the little junk outside the pan out of the frame. Similar to the previous setup, I have a second camera in my hands shooting at 100 frames per second. This camera is able to capture some really amazing slow motion shots, especially with the fire and also the swirling of the pasta in the pan. Now, when you're directing a chef, make sure to tell him beforehand to slow down every single movement that he makes, because a chef normally works really quickly, especially when there's a lot of customers to serve. But in a shoot, you really want to tell the chef to, hey, just slow it down and take it step by step so that you could focus on getting the right shots. Moving on to the third scene, which is the product scene. For this scene, we did a bit of garnishing shots, and we also did some easy product shots where we just take the dish out of the frame or put the dish back into the frame. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this BTS breakdown. I hope you guys learned a lot from it. If you guys are interested in how we went from complete beginners to now full-time filmmakers, please check out our Filmmaker Starter Kit, which is a detailed roadmap of our journey. If you also want to learn from us and seek guidance from us, well, we have our school community where we hold live Q&A sessions and also live workshop sessions as well. So if you're interested in that, please check it out, link in the description down below. Anyways, thank you so much for today. I'll see you in the next video. Stay focused.